Hello and welcome to the Quack Podcast. It's our second podcast, even though it's going to be the first one on the channel, because the first one had a lot of problems in the editing room.
Yeah, the editing room's fault, not our fault.
I fired the editors. They're all made redundant though.
Yeah.
But anyway, this is going to be an E3 special podcast. You'll probably have loads of them on YouTube anyway, but here's another one. Anyway, E3 starts Sunday with the Bethesda and EA conferences. EA's is on at 9 o'clock here in the UK, and Bethesda's is on at 3 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Yay.
Why 3 in the fucking morning? And then, if I can get my phone, I've got all the times for the other conferences, so I'll go through them now. For your information. Did you just send me a message saying John Cena? I hate you.
No, I'm just this is something that's been confirmed for Destiny.
Oh, the new Destiny thing. Ah, yes.
Yeah. Someone replaced Lord Saladin's head with John Cena.
I am
It's absolutely brilliant.
I am going to get that picture, and I am definitely going to put it into the thing, just so people can see this gloriousness. This is fantastic, and the best thing about that picture is it fits so fucking well.
I know.
John Cena looking all majestic and shit.
You know, if only someone had put it into a GIF, but instead you see him without his helmet on first in the trailer. And I don't know why we're doing this now. We could do this later.
Yeah.
But in the trailer, you see with his he puts his helmet on instead of take it off to reveal who it is. You just up front see who it is.
Right.
And I was like, wouldn't it have been better as if, like, near the end of the trailer, he took his helmet off and you saw his face? Because then as he takes it off, someone could then replace it with John Cena and then have the whole do-do-do-do.
Well, they could have replaced it with a lot of people like Bob Ross.
Yeah. Or Ainsley Harriott.
Yes. Right.
Things are going to get spicy.
Here's the conferences, UK times only, so sorry everybody else in the world. EA's conferences at June the 12th at 9 PM British Standard Time. Bethesda's is at 3 AM on June the 13th British Standard Time. Microsoft's is at on June the 13th at 5:30 PM British Standard Time. The PC Gaming Show is on at 8 PM on June the 13th. The Ubisoft one is on at 9 o'clock and 9 PM, I want to just make sure. And Sony's is on at 2 o'clock in the morning. Why, Sony? Why can't it be 12 o'clock? I mean, you've got plenty of friggin' time. Why then?
Because it's in America.
Yeah, but why 2 AM? Like, the difference between, like, the Microsoft one and the Sony one is so...
Yeah.
Like... Anyway, now we've got that out of the way, we're going to talk about the pre-E3 announcements, like everything that's been like announced and leaked and everything, like before E3, making everybody think, is there anything goddamn left for E3 now?
The Last Guardian.
I mean, that's definitely going to be E3. And I want it to be E3, because...
I want it at E3 as well.
Yeah, I remember that thing.
Was it 2014? I was like, we're going to see The Last Guardian, and you were like, nah.
No, we saw it last year, didn't it?
Yeah, it was last year. It was last year, yeah. Not 2014, it was last year. It was Kingdom Hearts 3 in 2014, wasn't it, that I predicted?
2013. I remember that, because I marked out like a son of a bitch.
Yes. And I predicted it. I've predicted every E3 since 2012, and this is the one year I actually struggled to predict.
They had to actually... My mum and dad actually had to repair the fucking window, because I jumped through it out of just sheer enjoyment. Like, they announced Kingdom Hearts 3, that was like... That's one of the requirements for the Rapture.
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Kingdom Hearts 3. When it gets released, then the rapture's going to happen then, and everybody who's a Kingdom Hearts fan is eternally sad.
It's a precursor to the rapture.
No, Half-Life 3 is when the rapture happens.
Because Half-Life 3, Kingdom Hearts 3, then Half-Life 3, Portal 3, Left 4 Dead 3, Team Fortress 3.
Anything with a 3.
Zone of the Enders 3.
Oh, you're getting that one in there, though.
The Metal Gear Solid 3 pachinko machine.
Anyway, before we start having a rant about the whole pachinko thing.
They are sort of, let's say, the rapture. I reckon, right? They are Bruce Forsyth's Horcruxes.
So each one, his life force drains. Oh my god!
And that's why he's gonna. That's why he's gonna live forever.
Yeah.
Bruce Forsyth will live forever because we will never get Half-Life 3.
Oh god! Like before this conversation goes into a realm where we don't want it to go. We'll talk about the free announcements.
I couldn't think of. Before we carry on though, I couldn't think of anybody who's old and gamey. I was gonna say Hideo Kojima, but we already know he's gonna live forever anyway.
Wow. I don't want to break it to you, fanboy, but he won't.
No, he's gonna put himself into the orbital frame like Dingo. He's gonna live forever, attached to an orbital frame.
Nah, he ain't, bro. He ain't gonna live forever.
His legacy will live forever.
Well, that's philosophical, right there.
Exactly. This conversation just got deep. That's what she said.
Oh, God.
And let's get cracking.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we get talking about actual games now? Right. Let's talk about Injustice 2. Right, now, Injustice 2. Did you see this coming?
Yes and no. I didn't see it coming this year, but I had an inkling that they were going to do something with Injustice because of how popular it was.
Yeah.
It's like, I enjoyed it. I didn't really play it, though, until it was on the PS4.
Yeah.
Because the same month I got my PlayStation was, I think, either that month or the month after Injustice was on PlayStation Plus.
Yes, yeah.
And that's when I started playing it, and I thoroughly enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, I've got Injustice on PS Plus, but me being the game collector that I am, I went out and bought the box version because I like collecting video games. But yeah, I did enjoy it. The story mode in it was pretty freaking cool as well. Yeah, I enjoyed the story mode. The story mode was very good.
It was a very thoroughly good story, and I hope they stick to that and have a thoroughly good story.
Yeah, I know the graphics probably will be nothing like the CG trailer that they showed. But it's a fighting game, so graphics isn't really everything really. Well, yeah, no. It's mainly as long as it's smooth and you can actually hit the other opponent and it's not broken.
And a proper parrying system.
No, you don't need parrying. You just need proper balancing.
Yeah, but the parrying system's always my number one target because I've seen dreadful parrying systems. Yeah. Let's talking of like counters and parrying. Injustice 1, Zod. Yes.
Why was he like indestructible? I think it was it down back X or was it just back X? And then it was just like, yeah, you pretty much can counter every move that comes your way. Yeah, and Zod always wins. Just saying, Zod always wins. But we know the mainstay of DC characters are going to be there. No, Batman, Superman.
But before we get onto the characters, let's take this hypothetical situation then.
Oh God!
If Zod always wins and can block everything,
yes,
versus Jetstream Sam from Metal Gear Rising, who can land every single hit.
Right, he'd be able to parry everything.
But Sam would still also hit.
No. He'd throw the friggin' pebble that he does. He was like, pebble. I was like, fuck. Like, that's the only thing that'll hit Zod. That fucking pebble.
I had no problem. He threw those rocks at me. Poof, fine. That little tiny pebble tripped over and broke me toe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, another thing about this podcast, there will be language in it, mature language. Just putting that out there because some people get easily offended.
Very, very mature language.
So yeah, people get easily offended with all that.
I'm surprised if they won't make a whole new classification for us.
Well, not that bad.
It's like, you must be the hybrid of Gordon Ramsay and Samuel L. Jackson to watch this video.
I've just developed nightmares.
Yes, so have I.
Anyway, that's Injustice 2. The Final Fantasy 12 HD. Like that I was not expecting at all. Especially when you've got Final Fantasy 15 coming out this year and World of Final Fantasy coming out this year.
This year, yeah. Isn't World of Final Fantasy in November?
No, October. It's coming out like at the back end of October. It's coming out like right at the end of October. But what makes me like more surprised that this has happened was, well, actually they said that like there's a rumor going around. Was it last year E3 that they were gonna like show off a 12 remake, but now this year it's a 12 like remaster. It is a remaster.
Yeah, it's remake, remaster.
But it's of the international version, which
that we never got.
Yeah,
over
which
here.
we never got, which is pretty cool.
That was quite strange though, because I can remember when it first came out and you put up on Facebook about it. I saw international version, but never released outside of Japan.
Yeah.
International means around the world, but it wasn't released outside of Japan. And I was like, what?
Yeah. They should have just done what they did with Kingdom Hearts and like just call it Final Mix. You know, that'd make more sense. That'd make more sense. But international version would mean it releases in more than one country.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I liked 12.
I thought it was alright. It took me a while to get into it. And I don't know why. Before you ask, it took me a while to get into it. But once I got into it, I was fine.
I liked 12. I can't remember much about it.
Same.
I actually have it right by me here in my case.
It's one of those where I played it, liked it, but I've never got around to playing it again. And I'd love to get around to playing it, but I might just wait till the remaster comes out.
Yeah, I was
and play it again as if it's my first time playing it, because it's been so long since I've played it.
See, I've got a copy of Final Fantasy 12 in my like, game case where I've just got organised everything ready. I've got my copy of Final Fantasy 12 there, and I would say arguably the best JRPG on the PlayStation 2, which is Dragon Quest VIII, the Journey of the Cursed King. I think that's the reason why I kind of forgot about Final Fantasy 12, is because of Dragon Quest.
On a side note, they are remaking or porting, however you want to put it, Dragon Quest 8 to the 3DS.
And Dragon Quest 7.
And 7. But
and that's one I haven't actually played. I haven't actually played 7.
Yeah,
so.
I've played 7 a couple times, but 8.
I mean, I love Dragon Quest. I love the art style and the music and the characters.
I like it that much. I had it on my PS2. I got it for my tablet when it came out, for Android tablets.
Yeah.
And I've pretty much got it for everything. Like emulation softwares for my laptop, I've got it on that. I've got legit copies on.
You want to make you want to make the internet known. Like, you got legit. It's legit.
Yeah.
Don't worry, legit.
I have like pretty much everything I can get it for. I've got it for.
Yeah, it's.
I will be getting it when it's out on the 3DS.
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly, Final Fantasy 12 HD though, I was not expecting that, and that came out like at the beginning of the week as well. I got announced on like Monday, Tuesday.
And another thing as well, is that Android and computer game Final Fantasy. Is it? Oh, what's it called?
That Brave Exvius. It's coming out.
Agito.
Oh, Agito. That Final Fantasy Agito. Yeah.
That is supposed to be coming out internationally at some point. I don't know yet, but it's going into beta in China sometime soon. I'm sure I read an article on that in the past couple of days.
I know we're getting that Final Fantasy Brave Exvius.
Yes.
I hope I've said that right. But yeah, as I said before, the 12 HD thing, which is also called Final Fantasy 12 The Zodiac Age, that completely caught me off guard. I was not expecting that, but I will happily get that again, because I would happily play through Final Fantasy, as long as it's not 13.
13. I didn't like the first one. Second one wasn't too bad. And the third part I never really played.
You're not missing much.
I know. I've watched the cutscenes and everything for it because I wanted to know how the story finished, but I just never got round to playing it myself.
Yeah. Now, before we end up talking about just solely about Final Fantasy, we'll talk about Agents of Mayhem, which was announced on was it Monday or Tuesday? I've been so ill for these past few days that I forgot when things have been announced. But it was announced early in the week, nonetheless.
Yeah, I was going to say I can't even remember.
It's the team behind Saints Row, Volition. So expect a lot of gags, a lot of fun gameplay, a lot of kind of out there stuff as well. I knew they weren't going to go on with the Saints Row franchise because they said that they wanted to give that a break. But it just seems, if you look at the end of the trailer, there's a purple fleur-de-lis. Now, if you've played Saints Row, the purple fleur-de-lis is quite iconic.
It could just be an Easter egg.
It could be an Easter egg, or they could be somewhat linked.
Yeah.
I also noticed in the trailer that the company Ultor, which is also prevalent in the other franchises, Saints Row and Red Faction. It
could just be a game set in the same universe as the Saints Row games.
Well, it was a lengthy trailer as well. It was a fairly lengthy CG trailer.
Yeah.
But I hope we get to see some gameplay at one of the conferences, either the Microsoft or the Sony one. But I hope we get to see some gameplay because it looks pretty good, and yeah, it's single player, but you saw 3 agents, so that made me think of co-op or multiplayer. But apparently, it's single player only. So
yeah, but I'm kind of glad that some games are now focusing solely on the single player.
Yeah.
So we can at least, let's say if there was 12 multiplayer games that were coming out, or games that had multiplayer content. Just have a game that had purely single player.
Yes.
So they can focus on the story. 'Cause I would love just one heavily story-driven game. Because I've recently played that Gone Home.
The PS Plus games. I haven't played that yet.
The PS Plus game. And it's short, because it's only an indie title.
Yeah.
It's short, but it's one of those, even though it's short, it makes me want to play it again, because I didn't find everything on the first playthrough, even though it's really short.
Right.
It's sort of, I'm sitting there going, okay, so I got the general gist of what's happened.
Yeah.
But I've only collected 12 of the 24 audio diaries. There's still half the story out there that I'm missing little bits, say from the beginning or the middle.
Oh, I haven't actually played Gone Home, but we're going back to Agents of Mayhem though. It's nice to see the studio doing something different to Saints Row to an extent, because it's still about shooting stuff up and that.
Yeah.
But it's nice to see that they've given that series a break. But I like the part where they're saying it's single player only apparently, and you got 3 characters, as we know of. Making me think that they're doing something like a similar character switch thing, like they did with GTA 5, where you can choose between 3 characters. Now, Saints Row was never really known for its narrative.
No, it was known for its wacky weapons.
Yeah, it was. Well, Saints Row 2, which for me is the best one.
Yeah.
But that had a fairly good story, but it had that nice balance of the 2, where Saints Row 3 and 4 focused more on the gameplay than the narrative. But I'm thinking this will do that, but also have a more focus on the story as well. It's weird for having 3 protagonists and not having co-op, unless it's gonna be like GTA where it's gonna be like that. That's the only thing I can think of it being. But yeah, I am looking forward to Agents of Mayhem because anything by Revelation usually is going to turn out to be a fun game where it's just good to kill time. You come home from uni or work or whatever, and you're just like, oh yeah, I just want to have a bit of fun. I've had a stressful day. Play that.
I like some of the older Red Faction games. Do you remember the ones on the PS2?
They were first person, weren't they?
Yeah, they were first person.
Yeah. Because Guerrilla went third person, didn't it, Guerrilla?
Yes. But Red Faction 2 was probably my favourite.
I cannot remember playing Red Faction 2.
I can't remember playing it, but I just know it's my favourite one. I
can remember playing Guerrilla.
I've played Red Faction 2, Red Faction Guerrilla, and Red Faction Armageddon. And the only one I never actually finished was Red Faction Guerrilla.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know why. I just got part way through it, put it down, and just didn't pick it up again. I don't know why.
Well, some games do that, don't they?
Yeah, I think it might have been due to me getting other games, because I didn't get it on launch, so I didn't just sit and solely play it. I just sort of picked up it. I must have been gone into Cash Generator one day and gone, oh, I like that. I like the look of that game. Picked it up.
Well, we'll go and talk about another game now. One we got. Well, it's been leaks of it throughout the year, but yesterday it was actually made official. Watch Dogs 2.
Watch Dogs 2, yeah. And going by the trailer, from what we've seen, it looks a hell of a lot better than the first one.
Yeah. However, with what happened with the first one,
yes,
I'm gonna remain open-minded.
Yeah, always remain open-minded.
Yeah, always remain open-minded when you're gonna buy something that's 40, 45 quid worth. But especially with what happened with Watch Dogs last time, with the whole downgrade thing.
Yeah.
Looking at it now, looking at what they showed, that's clearly final build near enough. It's coming out in November.
Yeah, but did they do a last gen version of Watch Dogs? See, this one's going to be just solely current gen now, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
See, that's what I was going to come on to with something else we're going to mention after as well, but I'll leave it till then.
Yeah, because with all of Watch Dogs 2, everything they show just seems to be a massive improvement over Watch Dogs 1.
Yeah.
Just a massive improvement. But it's just, will it need a big patch? Will it ship broken? Because look at Assassin's Creed Unity. People will still refer Ubisoft hey, Ubisoft, Unity, don't make that up. Don't make that again. Don't mess up again. And they'll also reference Watch Dogs, don't downgrade. So everybody's looking at Watch Dogs 2 with eyes like a hawk, because they want to. They're going to be looking at it for every bit, say, oh, it's been downgraded. Has it been downgraded? Has it not? It's going to be under heavy scrutinization, that one.
Yeah.
But I like the new protagonist. His name's Marcus Holloway. I like the design of him, and I like the parkour. I did see the parkour. It's making me think, have they gone for an Assassin's Creed parkour thing? Because it did seem like not only was he going over things with quite ease, but also he could climb up buildings. We didn't see any climbing up buildings, but it just seemed like he could.
You got that feel from him jumping over a wall or a bollard, that you could sense the very Assassin's Creed style thing.
Yeah, because what the parkour was in Watch Dogs 1, but it was very basic, so to say. But it just seems a bit more fluid in this.
Yeah.
Even if I'm just looking at it, it seems a bit more fluid. Also, the hacking looks a lot more in depth now. It looks a lot better. But another thing that people seem to think about Watch Dogs 2 is that this one will actually be good. If you look at previous like Ubisoft trends, especially like say the Assassin's Creed franchise. You look at Assassin's Creed 1, that kind of split the audience. People liked it, some people didn't.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed 2 blew everybody out the water.
Yeah, and Watch Dogs 1, some people loved the hell out of that game, some people didn't.
I thought it was alright.
And then, well, Watch Dogs 2, do an Assassin's Creed 2 and like blow everybody out of the wall and go, hey, this is pretty good. Whoa, what? Ubisoft, you've outdone yourself. I hope it does, because Ubisoft need it. I mean, I think The Division was good for them. The Division was really good for Ubisoft. But I think, in terms of like an open world game like that, it needs to do it, because Assassin's Creed's lost its edge over time.
Yeah.
I mean, I think after 3, it lost its edge. 4 was good, I enjoyed 4. But I think after 3, it did lose its edge. Like, it was on
you
it.
could have sort of merged Assassin's Creed with Watch Dogs sort of thing, and have it all, not have them merged together to form like one game, but like sort of have them still as their separate thing, but set them in the same like universe.
Yes.
Like the Assassin's Creed, sort of the little bit takes place in the present, but the majority of the gameplay is the past.
Yeah. Well,
and then Watch Dogs is what's going on behind the scenes in the present.
Yeah. But I want to... There was an Easter egg, an Assassin's Creed Easter egg in Watch Dogs 1. But what I want to refer to now is, because I didn't actually know until somebody pointed it out on Twitter, and then the Watch Dogs account replied going, shh, don't say anything. And I was like, oh, hey, what's this? And clicks on the picture. And on, I think it was his like trousers, his left trouser leg on the cuff, there's an Assassin's Creed insignia.
Yeah,
but with the dead sex skull inside, like the logo.
Isn't the one in the first Watch Dogs where one of your missions is to either capture or kill somebody who worked for Abstergo?
Yes.
From Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. So I mean,
and I think isn't it one of the characters that actually appears in the game as well?
Yeah, and then he mysteriously disappeared.
But doesn't appear in the next one.
Yeah. Well, Unity pretty much did away with the whole present day thing, which is really annoying.
But the whole present day thing was... You still sort of saw the present day thing.
No, not in Unity.
In
Syndicate, though, you did.
No, you physically didn't go to the present day. But you had that girl and the guy and the other person that were talking to you through the Animus.
You mean Sean and Rebecca?
Yes. I think it was... See, I never really played Unity, so I don't know all the names. It's just that guy and this guy. It's like, come on. Let's throw this back into WWE. Name which Uso's which.
Let's move on. Right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hand out, like, how long have we been recording now? We've been recording for 29 minutes. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna hand over roughly about 4 or 5 minutes for you to just explain the Destiny expansion, because I have no knowledge of Destiny. Woo! So in 3, 2, 1, just go.
Right, well, as there's been leaks and stuff over the past few days, weeks, and I think as early as the end of last month, we sort of got the inkling of the next expansion for Destiny, which was apparently entitled The Rise of Iron. And over the few days ago, I think it was, it might have been yesterday actually, the trailer got leaked on Snapchat. And, we got images yesterday and the trailer got leaked on Snapchat today, like earlier this morning, and on the same day that they were going to do a reveal trailer and a stream for. The general gist of The Rise of Iron is that it takes place in the walls of the last city of Earth. The Fallen have been looking into strange old bunker that's got some kind of like virusy mutation thing that the old Iron Lords had sealed away and sacrificed themselves to stop it from spreading. And the Fallen have got into it, and it's mutating them, they're changing themselves, trying to become gods almost, and you basically are going to stop them. You go to a new area called Felwinter's Peak, take that back, which is the old home of the Iron Lords, and start finding out what happened with the Iron Lords. They make one of the main, because each expansion's like had a main character. Like the Dark Below was all about Eris Morn. Who was she? What's she doing? Varix in the House of Wolves and the Reef and everything. Taking King was what he wanted, what's he doing? This one is all about our good friend, Lord Saladin of the Iron Banner. And basically the whole DLC includes a new story campaign and quests for weapons, new armor and gear, new raid, a significant light level increase. It hasn't been confirmed what we're going to get yet, but there is going to be a significant light increase. There's new strikes, new social spaces, like the I think it was called the I can't remember what it's called, but it's like the Iron Banner area on top of the Felwinter's Peak. New Crucible maps, new Crucible modes, new enemies and factions and bosses. The new area is called the Plague Lands and will require
No, I'm not gonna
basically
lie.
the Destiny and the Taken
Sorry to
King.
interrupt you, but the Plague Lands, that's a pretty badass name.
I know, it does sound pretty decent.
Continue. Sorry for interrupting.
Yeah, and basically, I think it requires everything you've got for Destiny. So you need Destiny, Taken King, the previous expansions for Destiny. But this is the first expansion that will require only the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So last gen consolers, if you want to play Rise of Iron, you will have to upgrade your console. But on the plus note, one thing that every Destiny fan has wanted is coming back. Now, some people might not agree with the pronunciation of this, but the Yellowhorn is back. It's been confirmed. It is back. In Rise of Iron, there will be a quest in which you would probably, I think, if going by how the lore of the original Yellowhorn is, you find the armor of 7 fallen guardians, i.e. the Iron Lords, and construct the Gjallarhorn from their armor, basically. And if you pre-order the Rise of Iron, you'll also get a reskinned version of the Gjallarhorn, or the Yellowhorn, or as the community calls it, the Gjallarhorn. And it's like silver and black. It's called the Iron Gjallarhorn. And yeah, and it is $30 for anyone that's in the United States, and £25 for anybody who's living in the United Kingdom.
Hang on.
If anybody else wants to find out the price of theirs, consult
we've been
the
somewhat screwed.
Conversion rates. Go on.
That means we've been somewhat screwed with that price. Somewhat.
Yeah.
Have we? Because I know we have that VAT thing on here.
Yeah.
Where, if we just did like a straight conversion, like from like $60 to here, our games would be a lot cheaper than what we get them now.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Before Brandon joins me back properly, the Rise of Iron will officially launch September 20th, 2016. And as a little bonus for you American friends of ours, if you were to pre-order Rise of Iron right now and anytime soon, you get a free theme to pre-order it.
Yes.
And it comes out when the game is released as an upfront payment for this one.
Ah, right. And the final's referring to his sources.
And that's pretty much everything.
Right.
I had a source sitting right in front of me with it all on.
Right. Yeah, I honestly have no idea about Destiny. Isn't it on PC?
No, it's not out on PC.
Really? What, I thought something like Destiny would be on PC because I mean,
I thought it
like
would, but
the capabilities
honest,
of Destiny would be
yeah,
immense on PC.
But to be honest, I'm gonna probably get a lot of hate for saying this, but I'm glad it's not.
I'm hearing the like horses like galloping towards my house right now.
I can hear the cavalry marching upon where I'm staying.
I'm looking out my window. I see pitchforks.
Only because I just had a pitchfork thrown over the fence. No, the only reason I'm glad about that is because it's already on Xbox One and PS4.
Yeah.
And when a big update like this comes out, it's got to go through certification. If there's a glitch in the system, they've got to patch it. It's got to go through certification. If it was PC, Xbox, and PlayStation, we could have like a very long waiting time because one certification could mess up.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like The Division, which is out on PC, Xbox One, PS4. But with Destiny, they already had to do Xbox One, Xbox 360, PS4, and PS3. Now, they're still going to be supporting the last-gen versions if there's any glitches in that system, but I don't think there will be any new content coming out for the last-gen versions.
Makes sense.
It's now going to be solely PS4, Xbox One. Which it makes sense. It's sort of getting to the time now where there's going to be a lot less support for last gen.
Yeah, I mean, because they discontinued the 360 now. I don't think they discontinued the PlayStation 3 though, but they discontinued the Xbox 360. I don't know if they discontinued that latest model, but they've discontinued the old one.
Original.
Yeah, the original
60s.
And the slim one. But they haven't I don't think the new one. Because
they brought a new model of the 360 out just before they released the One.
Yeah.
It sort of just looked like a smaller, thinner Xbox One that had a curved front. Because if you remember, I got it because my 360 had red ringed and refused to read discs.
Yeah, come from.
Yeah, and now where am I?
PlayStation. Well, I've got near enough every system under the sun. So.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah.
So you've talked about Destiny a great deal, because I have no knowledge or anything about Destiny, so, yeah, now back to all things other than Destiny. Now we're going to talk about what we think is going to be shown and revealed. So I'm going to pull up the list of conferences.
Anything that's not been leaked?
Yeah. Anything that's not been leaked, other than, like, I know that there'll be Watch Dogs 2 gameplay shown at the Ubisoft conference.
Yeah,
there will be.
Technically, yeah, but anything that's not already been announced or already been leaked. So, like, sort of, what are our predictions for E3, basically?
Yeah, well, and then the other thing after that will be 3 things we'd like to see. Hopefully, those things that we pray for. So, what we think is going to be shown in the EA conference, Mass Effect Andromeda, I think is a pretty much fucking dead set.
Yeah. An entire 4 years worth of football and NFL and hockey and basketball and stuff like that will be shown.
I would say you're more into the sports games than me.
No, I'm not into the sports. I'm just
FIFA.
saying that's what we're gonna get.
You're more into FIFA than me, so.
I'm not really into it. It's my mate that's more into it, but I play it with him because I'm around there a lot.
What else about EA? I suppose, I mean, people would like it, but I think with BioWare doing Mass Effect Andromeda, I don't think they will announce another Dragon Age.
No.
A new Star Wars game, because I know they've got, I think they've got like 2 or 3 Star Wars games in the mix, so.
Oh, speaking of Star Wars, before we actually carry on with what we're actually going to show at E3, this isn't E3 related, but it's kind of a little tidbit of information. Have you heard about that fan-made Star Wars Battlefront 3? That got greenlit on Steam?
Yes.
I thought that'd be very interesting.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd bring it up, because it was kind of relevant and
Yeah.
a little tidbitty.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. I don't think there's much else that EA really can do. Unravel 2, maybe. I mean, I like Unravel.
Yeah. It's mainly a sport games, really.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I think. Oh, obviously we'll see Battlefield 1. I completely forgot about Battlefield.
Oh yeah, Battlefield 1. Yeah.
Yeah, Battlefield 1. The next conference is Bethesda's. Now, there's been that leaked list of whatever's going to be shown. That Skyrim remaster, which has split a lot of opinion. A lot. A lot of people are saying, you're remastering the wrong one. It should be Oblivion. It should be Morrowind.
If they're going to redo any, like, if we discount Skyrim, if it's going to be a remaster and it's not Skyrim, Morrowind.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's either, you're doing the wrong one, it's Oblivion. It's got to be Morrowind or Oblivion, not Skyrim. But, yeah, I don't know. Skyrim Master, I can't see it happening. Me, myself, I can't see it happening.
No. Even if they ported the original, just like the original version of Morrowind?
No, don't, dude. Honestly, I played the original Morrowind about a month ago. I'll just say this now. As good as that game is, as holy as that holy grail of a game that is, that game has not aged well.
No.
That game has aged quite horrendously. It's still fantastic, but
even if they just gave it not the full HD remaster treatment, but just a remake, that sort of just up it.
For Morrowind, they would have to completely remake it.
Sort of like that. No, it's like Skywind.
Oh, that fan thing. They're using Skyrim's engine to
remake Morrowind. I follow that quite a bit, but I'll make sure I only because of it being such a big project, I don't check it. Like sometimes you'll check a site every week for information.
Yeah.
I'll only check it at the end of every month. With it being such a big project, I'd rather wait a month and read a lot of information about it than
read only like little tidbits of information.
Yeah, I'd rather read 2 paragraphs worth of things at the end of the month than 2 lines every so many days.
Yeah. Well, another thing that was leaked is Wolfenstein 2. Although there was many Wolfenstein games before the New Order and the Old Blood, but regardless, to say I liked the New Order would be an understatement. I fucking loved the New Order. I couldn't put that game down. I could not stop playing the New Order. That game was, for me, the New Order was everything I wanted it to be. It was old school. And it was just fantastic. It was a fantastic shooter. And I'm going to say it now. People can shoot me down like a madman, but I'd say up until Doom, I'm still like debating whether Doom's better than Wolfenstein. But Wolfenstein for me is the best shooter on the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. Now that Overwatch has come out, because I played the beta for Overwatch, I'm also going to put Overwatch in there because Overwatch is fantastic. Overwatch is just...
I'm not overly keen on it, but as you know, I'm not overly keen on that sort of game, so...
I'm just going to put Overwatch for multiplayer. I'm just going to say no. And just like, as a multiplayer aspect, Overwatch is easily the best game on the PS4. For multiplayer, it's fantastic. It is an amazing experience.
I played it and my mates and couldn't really get to it.
Yeah, it's understandable, but I mean, Overwatch is just great. But another things that Bethesda's got leaked was, it was The Evil Within 2.
Yeah.
Now, I'm probably going to waffle on a little bit here, because I actually quite enjoyed the first one. Although it did have a lot of problems, I can't shy away from that. It did have a lot of problems. But it was a very tense game. It did keep you fucking tense. And it was quite gory, quite out there. Like, you didn't know half the things that were going to happen.
Yeah.
And yeah, I enjoyed that game a lot. I enjoyed it a lot, and a lot of questions need answering, especially after that DLC. That DLC,
Yes.
because I had the season pass, because the because it said there's going to be expansions for the campaign. I was like, yo, I want the full story to a survival horror. So
Hmm.
I played the DLCs, and the DLCs are very good. There's more emphasis on stealth in the DLCs, and the DLCs answer a lot of questions from the main game, not all of them. And then the DLC throws in a lot of questions. It's just now they all need answering, and I'm intrigued to find out what happens because it's gonna be a good step forward. And Shinji Mikami is the director for Evil Within, so if you didn't know, he was the original director for Resident Evil and many other franchises, and one of my favourite shooters ever, Vanquish. Yeah,
Don't even. I just heard you mention the
yeah,
legendary Vanquish.
yeah. I love Vanquish, but
I love that game.
before I reminisce and start crying because a sequel to that will never happen. Um, yeah, the Evil Within 2 could be getting, so I hope it does. I hope it does. I can see the Fallout 4, the next set of Fallout 4 DLC, like being maybe like what they're going to be called. So yeah, I can see that being a thing. If you want to, I'm just going to give a bit of a shout out here, but if you want anything Fallout related, look at a YouTube channel called Mr. Matty Plays. He is honestly for Fallout.
Yes.
He is like top notch. He is great, and it was reported that like there's a rumor going around of the Nuka World DLC. Like,
Yeah.
what's so maybe that is one of the DLCs. Who knows? But there you go. That's what Bethesda's got. We might have missed some things out, but we've got a lot to cover anyway. The Microsoft show. Here we go. Halo Wars 2 is going to be shown off. I can see.
Yeah.
Crackdown 3. I hope that we get a release date, but I hope the release date is next year, because this fall/autumn winter is already heavily crowded, and I just cannot honestly financially afford any other games now. I mean, especially after yesterday when they showed that Kingdom Hearts 2.8, it's finally got a release date of December. We don't know when in December. It's got coming out in December, and yeah, bye Wally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just hope that Crackdown 3 is coming out next year, so I've got a bit more time to prepare for it and a bit more time to get money for it.
Can I just take us back to Bethesda for a second?
Yeah, go on.
Dishonored 2.
Oh, bloody hell, how could I forget that? Yeah, go on.
I was just listening to you going on about it, and I was just sitting on my phone while I was listening to you, and I was going through some of my pictures, and I've got just flipped past the one of Emily with the thing over her face. I was like, didn't mention Dishonored 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we're going to see proper gameplay and possibly a new trailer.
Yeah, and a confirmation, just like a reconfirmation of the release date or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
Maybe even, yeah.
But I want to play Dishonored 2, but I sadly won't be getting it on day of release because it comes out, was it middle of November?
It's November the
15th?
Somewhere around there. It's just before Pokemon. It's
Watch
just before the new
Dogs
Pokemon.
2.
Yeah. See, I'm sacrificing Watch Dogs 2 for Dishonored 2.
Yeah. I mean, I'll probably still be playing Dragon Quest Builders by then. But
Probably.
Like,
When's that one out?
Somewhere in October isn't the date. But if it's gonna be as engrossing as Dragon Quest Heroes was, because
it's such a good game.
Like Dragon Quest Heroes, we're wandering off a little bit, but Dragon Quest Heroes, I didn't go on any other game for roughly about 3 weeks because I mean it's technically a Warriors game with Dynasty. With Dragon Quest on it, but I just could not pull myself away from that. I was just like, yeah, give me. I just could not pull myself off it. And I actually, like, turned up late to uni because of that game. I was like, yeah, I'm going to be 10 minutes late. Fine a boss.
Well,
But-
what my mate did is we were working in the library on our day off. Well, we had Wednesday and Thursday off. He brought his PlayStation into the library and hooked up to the library computer. So while we were working, he was occasionally just playing on games like Dragon Quest Heroes in the library.
Oh man, that's pretty cool.
Like, we had like a proper competitive game of Destiny while sat in the library.
Yeah.
We were playing things like Drive Club just for shits and giggles.
Oh, yeah, by the way, just before we go on more about Microsoft's thing, I am ill, if you can't already tell by the way I'm talking, I am
Sniffles.
quite ill. Yeah, oh god, that is it.
And at time of recording, my internet is occasionally having a hissy fit.
Yes, I could, when you were talking about Destiny, I didn't want to interrupt because you were doing such a good monologue.
Yeah,
Yeah, you were...
it's not 100% at the minute because...
It was cutting out a little bit even there, so, I mean, like, I'll see what I can do in the edit.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, I'd say the heat's just completely knocked it.
Yeah, but let's go back onto Microsoft. Gears of War 4. Yep. Oh my god, I am looking forward to that. I am looking forward to Gears of War 4. I love the whole universe to Gears 4. I've read the comic that they did.
Yeah.
And, yeah, I'm really looking forward to see where this new direction will go. And it's just that I've either got to either get, both the games that come out on that day, or, because Mafia 3 comes out on the same day, or just get one of them, and I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to sacrifice Gears, because after Mafia 2, I don't think anybody can argue, but Mafia 2 had one of the most amazing stories of, like, the last generation, like, gaming. It was such a good story. So, I really kind of want to play Mafia 3 more than Gears 4, but I really want to play Gears 4 as well. I really do want to play Gears 4. But if I can get both on the same day, I will get both on the same day.
Pretty bad them both being out at the same time.
Yeah, I think it's either on the same day or like a few days between. Then there's that Recall, which I can't remember the guy who's doing it. I can't remember who's the director of it or the producer, but I know it's an Xbox One exclusive. It looks very good. We didn't see any gameplay of it. We haven't even really heard anything of it since it got announced at, I think it was Gamescom or E3 last year. But we haven't heard much of it. And I'm hoping that we see some gameplay of it, like just like a little, like 5-minute gameplay demo. And yeah, because it just looks different. It looks very different, very unique, which you want from an exclusive IP. And yeah, I am looking forward to that. And Scalebound, the Platinum Games exclusive for Microsoft, which looks very, very good. However, the gameplay that they showed did look a little bit choppy in places, but I mean, they pushed it back till next year, but now this is the prime time to show it off. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to Scalebound, to being shown there. I think we'll probably get another gameplay demo, another trailer. But yeah, Gears 4, Scalebound, and Crackdown 3 are my big main Xbox games that I'm looking forward to for the Xbox One. And yeah, I know you can't really look forward to them because you haven't got an Xbox One. But anyway, Ubisoft is next.
Now, I'm going to go on a whim here, because...
Go on.
It's getting more and more popular, and I kind of only realised that they published this, but F1 2016...
What, Ubisoft?
It's published by Ubisoft.
Really?
I think.
Really?
I know it's published by one of the big publishers. I think it's Ubisoft. I'm going to Google this right now. I'm sure it's Ubisoft.
He only wants to be Kimi Räikkönen, people. I just want to say though, Kimi Räikkönen is my favourite F1 driver ever. I love Kimi Räikkönen.
Nah, it's all about Haryanto. It is all about Haryanto.
Kimi Räikkönen's cool. I love Kimi
Nah, it's all about Haryanto.
Räikkönen. Kimi Räikkönen, Vettel's pretty cool. Yeah, those two are pretty cool. And whilst you're googling that, I just want to talk about like obviously one of the greatest Formula One drivers, Schumacher. I think he's still in that coma, isn't he?
I think so.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he gets well. I hope he managed to get out of it because he's been in a while. But I just hope he managed to make a full recovery. You know, even if he can't drive another F1 car again, I just hope he managed to make a full recovery so he can just be normal again and live a normal life. Even if he can't drive an F1 car again. Have you found the?
I found the developer and the publisher.
Yes.
It's Codemasters.
There you go, Codemasters. But it's not Ubisoft. But anyway.
Yeah, but I'm sure my mate looked next to me. My mate would talk about it before. He said something about Codemasters and Ubisoft. So it'll be somewhere. It'll be somewhere because I've heard that it will be at E3, whether it's at a conference or on the floor, but it will be there somewhere. And I've got a feeling that with it getting a bit more popularity, one of the bigger things might pick it up and be like, "Oh, we'll show it for you. We'll show like a gameplay footage for you during our conference."
Yeah. So for Ubisoft, obviously we're going to see Watch Dogs 2 there. We're going to see the next Ghost Recon. That actually looks quite good. It looks like to be a good co-op game. So if you've got friends who are into that kind of thing, that looks like it'll be a very good co-op game. I've heard you can play that single player as well, but I think it's more emphasis on the co-op experience. Don't expect Assassin's Creed there, please. Because it won't be there. You'll probably get like a trailer for the film, but you won't be having a game. I'm hoping for. I'm just gonna throw this out on a whim. Actually, I'll leave that to last. But there'll probably be another Just Dance.
Yeah.
And they'll probably. I hope they don't do the same as last year because it was very cringy. And have like loads of people get up on the floor and dance. It was like, yay! I was like, oh my god!
It's like if you're gonna learn from anybody about getting people doing awkward things on the stage, Nintendo.
Oh my god! Oh yeah! Oh god! But still, like last year's was so cringy. And then they had that. Was that For Honor? Really had that like that really bad esports vibe. Like,
yeah,
it was like, oh, and he's gonna go for kills. I was like, I honestly just do not do commentating on stage because it sucks so bad. Leave that for Twitch. Leave the commentating for Twitch. Doing commentating on the stage at E3 does not work, and it's so bad. Like, I have to put my head in my hands and just like think about shames. Like, but regardless,
I don't know how official this is, but I'm just looking online. It's a list of Ubisoft published games, and I found one that was quite strange.
Go on, do digress.
Let me re-find it.
Beyond Two Souls, will that be there? Let's hope, hey everybody. Let's hope Beyond Two Souls is there. Will it be there? No, of course not. It's Beyond Two Souls. It's one of them like mystical creatures that you will never see. It's like that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. You'll never get it. It's like that zone at the end is Beyond Good and Evil. Beyond Good and Evil. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Yeah, Beyond Good and Evil 2 is one of them mystical mystical creatures that you'll never get. However, I'm gonna go on. Have you found it?
Yeah, I found it. The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind.
Wait, Ubisoft? No, Ubisoft published it.
Yeah, it was published by Ubisoft. Yeah. It was developed by Bethesda and distributed by Ubisoft.
I think that was probably with probably the one of the like regions releases, or maybe it was like a port. and Ubisoft like stepped in to do the publishing.
Yeah, I think that's what they're doing with the F1 game. I think.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about the last part for the Ubisoft thing, and something I know a lot of people, are quite what you call vocal towards this franchise, quite a lot, and it's let's just say it's.
I found it.
Oh god! Oh.
Sorry.
You go on. You go on.
F1 20. Well, this is looking at the 2015 page. Ubisoft did the Japanese distribution over in the PAL and North American distribution was Bandai Namco.
Right. No, that's out the way.
That's all been cleared up now.
No, that's been cleared and out the way. The franchise that I was going to talk about is Prince of Persia, because we have not seen a Prince of Persia game in so freaking long, and I want one. It's. I mean, there are IPs which are sadly dormant or dead, and you'll never get a game for them. But I don't want Prince of Persia to be one of them franchises. It's such a good IP. It's really good. I don't want it to go the way of Soul Reaver. I don't want it to go the way of Soul Reaver. No. Prince of Persia is very good. Do not go the way of Soul Reaver. I want them to go, hey, here's another Prince of Persia. Boom. Trailer, gameplay, whatever.
You don't want it die out. You don't want it to do a Soul Reaver and just die out.
No, because it's the last game we had was 2010, 2011, I think, if not earlier.
Unless you count that Nosgoth.
No, I'm not talking about Legacy of Kain or Soul Reaver. I'm talking about Prince of Persia, the last game we had from like that.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying if you for Prince of Persia, I thought we were still talking about Soul Reaver.
No.
I said the last thing we got for Soul Reaver was Nosgoth, if you want to count it.
Yeah. But yeah, I really want to see another Prince of Persia a lot. But now Ubisoft's out of the way, we'll talk about Sony. Now Sony's quite cushy with a lot of developers, and quite cushy with a lot of Japanese developers as well. Obviously, with Sony being a Japanese company as a whole, anyway. I honestly see I know Final Fantasy 15's have an own event thing. I mean, actually, time report thing after Sony's conference, which is at 3-4 o'clock in the morning for the UK. But regardless, I think we'll probably get a trailer in the Sony conference.
One final trailer.
We'll more than likely get something of the Final Fantasy 7 remake. Last Guardian, yes, I want to see The Last Guardian with a date.
And maybe a surprise appearance by. Yeah, we could get a surprise appearance from somebody.
Oh, Kojima with his new project. If we see anything of that, it will be just a teaser.
Concept.
Yeah,
it'll be a concept teaser. But even then, just something just to clarify to us that yes, we are still working together.
We are working on.
Yeah, obviously they had that big reveal thing.
Yeah. They made quite a big deal about them working with Kojima. They made quite a big deal. So
they did that little video and it spawned the whole meme. Find somebody. You'll never truly be happy until you find somebody who looks at Kojima like the CEO of Sony.
Oh yeah.
Could you imagine him?
He almost looked like he was in absolute tears. It was.
He wanted to cry with happiness. But if you remember, lately, Kojima's been doing that whole reveal of the mascot of
Ludens, yeah.
Yeah. Now imagine if during the conference the lights just sort of dim. The side
he's not Undertaker.
People walk in. No wait, the lights got. If he was Undertaker, he'd start his entrance now, and he could probably get there
for the conference
just in time for Sony's conference to finish. But no, lights dim down.
Yeah.
The door, they make it look like the doors are opening. The light's coming from the door. Out comes somebody dressed is in the Luden's outfit from one side. Someone comes out from the other side. The two of them meet in the middle. The lights slowly come back up, and they take the mask part off, and it's Hideo Kojima and Norman Reedus.
Are you like the planning guy for their conference or something? Because that seems like very thought out. Even though that was like winging it, that seemed very thought and planned out. Are you planning their conference?
No.
No. No.
Either that or the lights go off. There's like the sound of a heartbeat.
Boom boom. It's not Finn Balor.
Like that. Like I was about to say, and then Finn Balor for some reason
It's not Finn Balor.
there.
God damn it! It's not Finn Balor.
He could be there for some reason. Maybe he's there. He could be there to promote WWE 2K17.
Oh. Well. Yeah. But. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Anyway, before we'll stop talking about Kojima. Stop talking about Kojima because we could talk about Kojima for a while. Anyway, another game. Well, it's already out, but I think we'll get a trailer for the DLC for Uncharted 4.
Yeah, 'cause it's story-based DLC, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got. I don't know how they're gonna do it though. Unless, I don't want to spoil it, but if it's something to do with Sam or Sully. It's got to be something to do with that. But the way that it ended, they ended it good, so I don't know how it's going to work out. So it'd be very interesting to see how this single player.
How about an interquel DLC that takes place between 3 and 4, which you play as Nate sitting in an office stamping papers for 3 hours?
I could just play Papers, please.
Just paper, stamp, answer phone, paper, stamp.
I could just play.
Keyboard.
I could just play Papers, please. That'd be good for me. But yeah, another thing that a lot of people are speculating, hoping, as well as a very good friend of mine, because he absolutely adores and loves this game, and I'm pretty sure if he could marry Bloodborne, he would. I'm pretty sure he would get married to it. Bloodborne 2. Now, I don't think we'll see Bloodborne 2 with Dark Souls 3 releasing like an April.
Just coming out.
Yeah, and with their I've heard it's DLC/expansions because I've heard they're going to be quite lengthy. I think we'll probably get a trailer for the first DLC for Dark Souls 3, but not a Bloodborne 2.
Are they doing similar thing they did with Dark Souls 2?
Yes.
Where the 3 DLC sort of made pretty much like a second game.
Yeah. It's like Dark Souls 2.5. This will be like Dark Souls 3.
So what they could do is give us an overarching trailer that just explains the 3 DLCs, and then give us a more in-depth.
You said something wrong there. Dark Souls and explains.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
I'm sorry, but Dark Souls does not explain anything. You figure it out for yourself.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just sort of an overall trailer to show us, and then give us they sort of go, oh, here is Dark Souls expansion trailer. Gives it us, and then they go, but wait, here's an extended expansion 1 trailer.
Yeah.
or they go, here's the expansion 1 trailer, shows it us, and then goes, and here's a tidbit of 2 and 3.
Yeah, so there's Dark Souls 3. Bloodborne 2, it could happen, it might not happen, I don't think it will. Horizon Zero Dawn, I don't want to forget about that because that looks fantastic. That'll be a show. We'll get a gameplay demo of that.
With it being Microsoft, probably another Forza or something to do with Forza.
We're talking about Sony, not Microsoft.
Oh shoot, yeah. Sorry, I'm tired. I'm starting to get tired.
Yeah. Gran Turismo Sport will be there.
That's what I meant.
And Yeah, the big elephant in the room, Shenmue 3. Yes. I think we'll see Shenmue 3. As I kind of hinted towards earlier, Shenmue. So we'll probably see Shenmue 3.
Yes.
I hope we do. But yeah. So there's a lot going on, and we've been recording now for about an hour and 10 minutes. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I thought I knocked off the recording then. Oh my god. Anyway, now that we've talked about quite a lot of stuff, and we could go on.
Nintendo.
We could go on about that. We are now going to talk about what Nintendo's gonna do. Are they doing a direct?
I think it's gonna be like a Nintendo Direct, yeah.
So I know they don't do
Pokemon Sun and Moon.
I know they don't do conferences at E3 no more, but
No. I think it's like they do Q&A panels and.
I was going to say, I don't think they've even announced a Nintendo Direct, have they?
They're doing something. I know that. I know they're there.
I know
they're
the
doing
main
that
attraction.
Nintendo Treehouse thing.
I know that main attraction will be Zelda, Wii U, Zelda, NX, whatever you want to call it.
Pokemon Sun and Moon.
Maybe at E3 we'll actually get like the subtitle for Zelda, like whatever he's going to.
Yeah, or we could get the actual name of what NX is going to be called.
Yeah.
I'd like them to announce the name and maybe show us sort of a preliminary design for it. Because obviously by this point now they should have the idea of what it's going to look like.
I think they'll probably leave that till TGS, to be honest.
Yeah, but do you like even if it was just like, here's our artist's mock-up of what it looks like.
Yeah.
Not an actual physical. Here I'm holding the NX in my hand, but more of a I'm holding a picture of what the NX may look like.
Right, I'm gonna call it now. NX it's obviously coming out next year, but it'll come out in Japan first. Now,
Very slightly beforehand.
Now, I know a lot of consoles get released now over here in the West before they do in Japan, like PlayStation 4 did, which was a surprise. But I think Nintendo will because Nintendo still are quite popular in Japan. They are quite popular all over. But
Nintendo could also give us a tidbit of information about their upcoming handheld console.
Yes. Yeah.
Calling it now Nintendo 4DS.
Yeah. Right, before we start going on with like 4DSs, 5DSs, 6DSs and all that crap. Anyway, I want to say the 3DS is a fantastic handheld.
Oh, I love that. I've got mine right here, right now. I'm actually going to get the latest model that's come out.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to get one soon.
Yeah, just as you get one, they're going to do the new 3DS.
Yeah, the new 3DS, typical. But mine, I've had it since the 3DS came out. Pretty much, because my brother got one for his birthday just after they came out, and I got it in the January just after.
Yeah.
But when they'd only been out, say about 6 to 8 months, so. It's pretty much the original 3DS model, and it's not even broke in any sense, to be honest. It's just I want to replace it before it breaks.
And a lot of games are now coming out for the new 3DS, so
yeah. But I want to get a new one before this breaks, just to say I've had my 3DS and my 3DS hasn't broke.
What you might want to do though is wait until Sun and Moon come out, because they might go, here's a limited edition.
Sun and Moon special edition.
Yeah,
I'm going to wait, but I'm planning on getting a new one.
Well, before we talk about the 3 games that we'd like to see at E3, I just want to talk about 2 games that probably will be at Sony conference, and one that might not actually be, given yesterday's trailer from Kingdom Hearts 2.8. Kingdom Hearts 3. If you looked at if you've watched the Kingdom Hearts 2.8 trailer, at the end it says announcements for Kingdom Hearts 3 coming this winter, and now that's put a lot of people going, oh no, we're not going to get anything. We could get a trailer, but it won't be doing much else. It won't be like. I think what it means is that in the winter we'll probably just go. Here's a lot of Kingdom Hearts
we
3
could
stuff.
we could get a small trailer to sort of advertise the winter reveal.
Yeah. They're probably like a winter event ready for like what they've done with Final Fantasy 15, but not as big scale.
Yeah.
Um,
What they could do at E3 during the Sony conferences goes, here's a new trailer that's got a little bit of information, but then at the end, pull out that sort of the trump card, their Bankai, their whatever you want to call it.
Please stop. Please stop. You said Bankai. Why?
Because it's when someone pulls out their Bankai, that is it. The beast mode activated. It's a Japanese related thing. I'm keeping it Japanese related.
I have my hand at the back of my skull right now.
Would you rather me have quoted Naruto?
I'm still gonna have my hand at the back of my skull, whether you quote anything really.
But they're gonna throw the Pokeballs at you and catch you in by going release date announcement this winter.
Yes, actually, that would be pretty.
Give you a little trailer that doesn't give you much. You sort of maybe one or two little new bits, maybe the inkling, like sort of, is that a new zone? Is that a new world?
Yeah.
And then bam.
Yeah. A new world.
Release date coming this winter.
Yeah. Because then now people get that, and they'll get Kingdom Hearts fans hyped ready for the announcement for winter. Another thing I want to see, and you know how big a fan about this. Tekken 7.
Tekken 7.
I want it to be at E3. Whether it'll be at the conferences or not is another matter, but I want it to be shown. I want a new trailer. I want to see a lot more characters. I mean, I don't want it to be overcrowded, but I want to be more characters than there is now, because there are some characters in there that I feel like should be in there. Like Miguel. Why isn't Miguel in the roster already?
Yeah.
And Bob. Miguel, Bob, and there's a few other characters like Anna, Lee, Lei Wulong. I could go on and on and on and on and on, but there are quite a few characters I want to see. So maybe we'll get a trailer saying, "Oh, here's the characters and their new outfits," and then blah blah blah. Yes. Just right. I'm having it. But yeah, without me going to waffle on to like make this a 6-hour podcast, I'm going to stop myself talking about Tekken. And actually, before we do the 3 things we'd like to see at E3, I'm going to talk about another thing that I actually found out on Monday. Omega Force are unveiling their secret project game at E3. The guys behind Dynasty Warriors.
Yeah.
And it's something about the most evil warriors of the Musu franchise are like appearing or revealing or something like that. And now,
basically, they're putting the head of Konami into their game.
No, please.
He is the most evil of evil beings.
With all the pachinko stuff. Yeah.
And you've just ruined my surprise now. I was going to say, in his secret weapon, you're there with this massive like battle axe, and he's got a massive stick with a pachinko machine on the end of it. On each end, and he like sort of spins it around like Darth Maul and his dual lightsaber.
I know a lot of developers aren't happy with Konami, with the way they treated Kojima, and the way they've just kind of pushed aside games. I mean, they're still holding on. I know, because they're doing another Pro Evo, but
yeah, but that's sort of like it's something that's like franchised basically.
Yeah, if they've got to do a lot to win back the respect of many people, both consumer and developers, because a lot of developers don't see them in a good light now.
Yeah, how Konami could annoy the last of their followers. Here's Pro Evolution Soccer 2017 pachinko machine.
You gotta wait for that Yu-Gi-Oh pachinko.
Castlevania pachinko.
That's already out.
Mega Man pachinko.
Mega Man's Capcom.
Yeah, but Capcom could have licensed Konami to do a pachinko machine. Shush.
No.
Do you know what would really annoy me?
I will say this now. If there was a Mega Man pachinko machine, I will never have seen my dad run so fast to kill somebody ever in my life.
Well, I can agree with your dad on something. I would also run faster if they go, hey guys, guess what? Zone of the Enders 3.
And then we'll go on to the three things.
Pachinko machine.
Oh. Ooh.
It basically like, Zone of the Enders 3, and I'd be like, giggity, 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 giggity. Pachinko machine. Giggity.
But before we actually talk about the three things we'd like to see, funnily enough and ironically enough, my dad just sent me a message because I told him that we'd do the podcast, and he says, don't forget to talk about Resident Evil 7. It's going to come out
Resident Evil 7 Pachinko machine.
Shut up with the frickin' pachinko machines. Right. Resident Evil 7, it's going to get announced. With all the stuff, all the hype is going on about it now, it's going to be announced. But we don't know what's going to be announced, so, I mean, we'll leave that until after. But Resi 7's definitely going to be there. It's definitely going to be there. I can't see it not being there. It's going to be there. It's going to be shown. But what conference, I don't know.
Can I have one last mention of a pachinko machine?
Oh, God, go on.
What happens if Konami actually do well with these pachinko machines and capitalize by making a pachinko machine?
Wow. Okay.
Basically, it's a pachinko machine based upon a pachinko machine.
Now, before my mind is now royally screwed, we'll talk about the three things we would like to see at E3. The three things that we pray to see at E3. We put our hands up for the Lord and go, please let this be shown. So I'm gonna go last. So what three games would you like to see?
Oh, why do I have to go first?
Don't go into too much detail because we've been recording now for an hour and 22 minutes. So the editing and the rendering and everything is going to be an absolute.
I'd say this might be a 3-part podcast.
Yeah. And then the size of the thing is going to be fucking stupid. So yeah. So like 3 games, go.
Zone of the Enders 3.
Mhm.
2 more. Another Devil May Cry.
Yeah. I can see that happening though.
Whether it's an actual like Devil May Cry 5 in the main series, whether it's a prequel or a sequel, or even if it was a sequel to the other Devil May Cry. Because even though I didn't like it as much, I still liked it. It still felt kind of Devil May Cry. And one more. And I can see pitchforks again over that last comment I've just made.
Yes.
Another game. I can't think of another one.
Another Soul Reaver game.
Ooh, yeah, Soul Reaver, that would be pretty decent. But go on, because your 3 might enlighten me to give me another one.
Well, they might do, but what I need you to do very quickly is to talk about Zone of the Industry in a little bit more detail because I really need to go to the toilet. I'm sorry about this. So, whilst I'm going to the toilet, just talk about Zone of the Industry for a little bit. Go.
Well, with Zone of the Industry, I am a massive fan of any game Hideo Kojima's made. Like Police Noughts, Metal Gear, Zone of the Enders especially. It's one of those games that I've just sat down and played as a series. It's like I could play through Metal Gear to death, but I could play Zone of the Enders in the afterlife. It's just so good. The story, the settings, the characters. It's just one of those games that just I played it for 5 minutes and was like, I'm not going to be putting this down for a while. Like the very first one. It was all a mystery. What are these orbital frames? What do they want with these orbital frames? oh my god, this boss is giant, and I'm in this 7, 8, 9 foot machine, and I've got to fight something that's the size of the Empire State Building and as wide as the Great Wall of China. It was just very thrilling and captivating, and Zone of the Enders 2 just built up on that. It was a whole new character, but with the same orbital frame, so it's like you felt like you knew the character, but you didn't know the character because there was a new pilot, and you met characters from the first one and new characters. It was just fantastic. And with Zone of the Enders 3, before Hideo Kojima left Konami, there was like apparent concept art and what looked like a Charity, the main protagonist orbital frame, that was released. It's not properly visible whether it was real or fake, we don't know, but it was just one of those things. Whether it was just a fan design, it just looked absolutely brilliant, and ever since and playing them, I've loved it. And when they released the HD collection for Zone of the Enders 1 and 2 on the 360 and Xbox, the Xbox 360 and the PS3, I pre-ordered it as soon as they went, oh, you can pre-order it. I was like, sold. And then several weeks later, they were like, oh, you get the Metal Gear Rising demo with it. And I was like, sold. Because it was combining two of the things I've always wanted. The Zone of the Enders remakes with another Metal Gear game.
Hi.
Hi.
Yes. Everything's okay now. Yes. Empty. Yes. Yeah, so now talking about my 3 and what I'd like to see at E3. Yeah, what I'd like to see at E3, oh boy, I've got a list and I don't know which 3 to pick. I'm gonna come here now and say that given the Ni no Kuni announcement, which could be shown at Sony's conference, the Ni no Kuni 2 announcement, and with the re-releases of on PS4 of Dark Cloud and Dark Chronicle, a Dark Cloud 3.
Yes.
I want to see that. I want to see, because it's been so long since we've had one, and I want to see it. Another game I'd like to see, and I'm like, I don't know which one go for. It's hard picking 3 when I could talk forever about games I'd like to see. I'm gonna go on a whim. Actually, I know Yakuza 0 is gonna be there, so we get a trailer at Sony's conference. But other than that, and let's go back to this. So Dark Cloud 3. Oh god, I'd like to see an announcement for like, yo, you're getting Yakuza 6 as well. Yay! Oh god, I don't know which one to pick. What did you pick? Zone of the Enders and what? Zone of the Enders, Soul Reaver.
No, I did Zone of the Enders. I can't even remember now.
Well, I'll go back in the post, but yeah.
Devil May Cry as well, I said.
Yeah. So, well, I want a new Dark Cloud 3. I really want a new Dark Cloud 3, given that I'm currently playing through Dark Chronicle as well now, and I'm going to do a Let's Play of that, I think I'm going to do a Let's Play of that. And perhaps talk about like how much I like it and how much I think it's such a good game. But yeah, another game would be another Dino Crisis. I think you can agree with me, and if we need another Dino Crisis or not.
Oh, I was literally just about to say, literally once you finished talking, I was going to say I'm going to go out on a whim here and say either Dino Crisis 3 or a Dino Crisis 1 and 2 remaster.
Oh, don't do that to me.
But to be honest, I wouldn't even be angry if they're like, because obviously they've got PlayStation 1 and 2 games that you can buy.
Oh God, please don't stop. Please stop.
Even if they said, oh, do you know what?
Stop.
Dino Crisis 3 is coming, let's say sometime early 2018.
Stop.
And then they go, but as of the end of this conference, you can go on your PlayStation or your Xbox, whichever, on both, and buy Dino Crisis 1 and 2 in their original form.
Please stop. That'll be the fastest purchase of a game since Yakuza 5. Man, please stop.
I don't say I don't know. I'd probably have to take my PlayStation to the toilet with me so I can quickly go and relieve myself while buying it.
Dino Crisis 2. As long as it's not like Dino Crisis 3.
Or if they go Dino Crisis 3 coming out end of 2017.
No, we've already had Dino Crisis 3.
Pre-order now or by a certain date and get Dino Crisis 1 and 2 with it.
We've already had Dino Crisis 3. It was shit. It was very crap. It was very poo.
Yeah.
It was very, very poo. Well, it's not bad to the extent it's unplayable, but it's nowhere near as good as the first two. But yeah.
That's why I was just calling it Dino Crisis 3, just a proper
Dino
Crisis 3.
And then this game, it's going to be like the black sheep of everything. I don't think you'll probably hear this on any other podcast because I feel sometimes like I'm the only guy that wants a sequel to this game.
Before you go and say this though, I've just remembered a game that we didn't mention.
Oh God, go on.
Now, I think it's because it's not it's not one of the major ones, but Dragon Ball Z Xenoverse 2.
Oh yes.
We could see some gameplay because they released the trailer, but we've had no gameplay.
Yes, that'll be on one of the days throughout. I don't think I'll get shown at a conference.
I don't think it'll be one of the main conferences, but there'll be something about it there.
Yes.
Over the thing, like someone will probably record on-screen footage.
Yeah.
Or there'll be some big YouTuber that'll get footage for it.
Yeah. I do think we will see Xenoverse there. I know Yakuza 0 just before I go on to my last one. Yakuza 0 is confirmed to be playable on the floor, which I am fucking jealous of. Because I really want to play Yakuza 0. And I'm tempted to import the game because I'm really impatient. Because I really want to play Yakuza 0. Because I imported Yakuza Kiwami. Because I found a guide so I can play it. And plus Yakuza Kiwami is just a remake of the first one, so I practically know it like the back of my hand anyway. So yeah. I want to see Yakuza come out in big fashion because it's such an underrated franchise.
Yeah.
Such an underrated franchise, and it's.
And go on then. What is your last game you wish was there?
The last game I wish that I wish would be there, and I want to talk about this in some detail. I haven't with the others, but I really do. I sometimes feel like I'm the only guy that wants a sequel to this game. And if anybody does want a sequel to this game, please just tell me, comments, sections, and all that good jazz and all that crap. I want a sequel or a remaster or a remake of The Bouncer.
Yes.
And the reason why is because that was the first PS2 game I played. And I know it got middling reviews, and some people liked it, some people didn't. But I think because it's because it was my first PlayStation 2 game, I think it left that impression on me that I really want another one. And I had my PlayStation 2 in 2001, so it's been 15 years since I wanted another one. 15 years to go without a sequel is bloody unbearable, to say the least. And I really want to see a sequel to the Bouncer 2. Bouncer. Like, say a Bouncer 2. Or, I mean, I'd be happy to settle for a Bouncer HD, because I just want to see the Bouncer again.
It's fair enough. It was a very good game.
I enjoyed it. I am not sad on the game, but I know near enough every line in that game.
Fair enough.
I know this because I'm sad, but there are 99 save files that you can.
You've done them all.
Right, but you can save 99 times, but you can clear. You'll come up saying with the hashtag clear 1, hashtag clear 2.
Yeah, clear 99.
I cleared it 80, 90 times or something. I can't remember. I'll have to get the memory card and look at it, but Oh my god, I can put you so many times. I just
Right.
love it.
And to wrap all this up,
Yeah.
what is your most hyped game for E3 2016?
My most high. Oh god. I would say Mafia 3.
Well, I'll start off with mine.
Go on.
Mafia 3. I'm going to say Dishonored 2, because if you didn't notice, I went for a very stealthily pee break. So I'm going to say Dishonored 2 for the simple fact is nobody noticed I went for a wee.
Yeah. I don't know, but I think Mafia 3 or Final Fantasy 15. But I mean, we're getting
Yeah.
active time reports, so I mean, we already know a lot about it anyway. So I don't think it's
Yeah.
gonna be my most intense.
That's why I've not really said Final Fantasy.
Yeah, because we already
we've
know
sort of
a lot about
had
it
a
now.
steady stream of it.
Yeah, and
of
we had that big
information
event in
for it.
March.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if we like ignore Final Fantasy 15 as a whole, I'm gonna go out and say, yeah, I'm gonna say Mafia 3
Yeah, I'm
Well-
gonna go with Dishonored.
because Tekken 7 hasn't been confirmed as I know of.
Yeah.
That Omega Force game, I really want to see. I want to see what that is. But out of all the games
Ooh.
that I know that are actually happening,
I just thought of another game.
oh god, go on.
I just thought of another game.
Oh yeah, No Man's Sky. I want to see that. But go on,
Now we probably won't because there's already a game coming out.
go on.
But Tekken X Street Fighter.
Not happening.
Tekken X
Not
Street
happening.
Fighter.
Not happening. Not happening.
Is it not happening anymore?
No. It's been put on the back burner, and I'm now gonna say on the back burner indefinitely.
Dead.
Either dead or like just go and wait till Tekken 7's done, then focus
Yeah,
on it.
that's what I mean. That's why I said we might not see anything about it
I
until
think it's dead.
after Tekken 7. But
Mm.
you never know. They could go, here's Tekken 7. Oh, by the way, we still are working on Tekken X Street Fighter. We just want to we just want to do Tekken 7 first,
Yeah,
so we
yeah,
can
yeah,
use
yeah.
the Tekken 7 models
yeah,
with
yeah.
the Street Fighter 5 models, use them character models for the game instead of using, say, the previous Tekken game and Street Fighter 4 models.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, like my most wanted game for my most anticipated game for E3, if you ignore Final Fantasy 15, because we already know a ton about it and that, would be Mafia 3. And
See, yeah, I'm gonna say Dishonored. I would say Destiny Rise of Iron expansion, but one, it's an expansion, not an actual
Yeah.
game. Even though the expansion will probably be the
yeah, mine is definitely Mafia 3 then, if you're not counting Final Fantasy 15, because I like the whole concept of it, and I don't.
I was thinking more something that's coming out within the. Well, Destiny, to be honest, it's out actually before Dishonored, so I don't know why I'm even saying that.
I don't. That's one thing I wanted to clear about Mafia 3 though. Is like some people are going like, oh, I don't want like Mafia 3 is like not going to be true to its roots. It's not about the Italian Mafia. It's still going to be about the Italian Mafia. It's just instead of you being a member of the Italian Mafia and like glorifying it, it's highlighting the downfall of the Italian Mafia. It's showing the other side now. And I think some people just need to like get adjusted to that. However, I am a bit worried about the driving in the game though. I am a little bit worried about the driving in the game. But I'm hoping that E3 because we've got a thing. And it's happened. We've been disconnected, people. We've been disconnected. Oh dear. Anyway, now, you know, I'm gonna edit the whole like Skype thing
Together.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like bring it back. But hey, everybody's back. He's just like randomly joined out of the blue. Hello, bye.
Woo! Back.
You're back for the epic conclusion.
Conclusion.
Which is gonna be about 10 about 2 minutes now. So just 2 minutes.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
But yeah,
which
Matthew
is
3,
about
yeah.
as fast as Brandon goes.
I'm dead inside. No. Shit. Right. Anyway, you arsehole. Yeah.
Hey, that's me.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to E3, and I hope all the games that we said like get somewhat revealed, announced, and shown off.
Yeah.
And yeah, thanks for listening to this really long and lengthy and somewhat, I'm going to say average podcast. But yeah, thanks for watching, and that's it. Yeah.
Woo! See you all next time.
Yeah. See you all. Bye.
Or as they say in gaming, to be continued.
No. What am I doing? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, see you in the next podcast video.
See you all next time.